It's Wednesday. It's our day. This is our zone. Everybody get comfortable, get a drink, find something to smoke, and let's relax. It's a little bit later than we normally do. I kind of wanted to wait for the sun to set before we really got into this. So, as I've already said, this is our safe space. It's our comfort spot. So, let's take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Breathe out and let all of it go. Book a reading. RubyReadsTarot.com. Hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. It's also the birthday of Ruby Reads Tarot. 6 years here of doing this, and I have to say I'm really excited. It's been a long and educational journey. Things I wouldn't necessarily have understood if Ruby Reads Tarot wasn't a part of my life. I've been very fortunate. I've been very lucky. I've been very blessed. Thank you guys for being a part of this journey with me. And I think we're going to go live with 50% off tarot card readings as of tomorrow. So do keep an eye out for that. Welcome, Tunisia. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, everyone. All right, so I want to give the cards a really good shuffle. They've actually been following me around. I don't know if you guys caught the story about what happened to the Nefertari deck, which has been with the channel since the 6 years, basically. It was blown away into the ocean with this lunar eclipse. Hi, Mark. Hi. I hope everyone is doing so well. I hope you guys are enjoying this period between the eclipse moons and the fun and festivities of Aries season. This is absolutely the time to get your groove on. Mercury has gone into retrograde in the sign of Aries, but for Virgo, for you, what this does mean is that you're gonna have to push the boundaries on all of the things that you've been told that you're not supposed to be doing. And I think individually, you'll know exactly what I mean by this. Virgo, this Mercury retrograde is literally to push you out of your comfort zone and actually give you that fire up your ass that you know you may have needed for a long time to do all of the things that you know have been branded as taboo for you. Okay, here we go. Princess of Swords and the Two of Swords. So there is some news, Virgo. And I think you've been deliberating. You've been in two minds about something. You've been doing the backwards, forwards. And I feel like you are about to come out of a state of mental turmoil where you may have allowed your thoughts perhaps to get a little bit complicated or a lot more complicated than they needed to be. You're not being asked to take any action as such. You're being asked to contemplate more so than anything. There is some sort of need for peace to be restored. And so Virgo, I think instead of complicating matters in your own mind, it's probably a really good time for you to think about what it is that you might need to do in order to maintain some sort of mental balance, some sort of mental equilibrium, to bring some sort of order to something that may have been quite chaotic. And I think it has something to do with thoughts ruminating, perhaps even gaslighting, somewhere where you may not have been able to necessarily see the truth or a fair balanced perspective of the matter. You are being asked to kind of clear your mind space, because I feel like there might be something that you are going to have to come to terms with. And it's gonna require you being in a balanced place to be able to do it. This has just fallen into my lap, and that's the 8 of Pentacles. So Virgo, I think the best thing to do at the moment is, in order to bring peace to your mind, there might be a need for you to get your head down and get on with some work. I feel like there is somewhere that there is this level of mastery, Virgo, that only you have. And you know that there might need to be some sort of prudence in your time where it comes to where you might be overly processing or overly analyzing things that don't need to be as complicated, because there's really no need for action. There really just is a need for some sort of peace and balance to be brought to the situation. You are being asked to be reserved with your energy, in the sense that you can't squander it right now in negative projections, which is why I said gaslighting. And if that is the case, please understand there is a need for clarity of thought once your intention is set on bringing peace to the situation, or to your mind at least. And the best way that you're really going to do that, Virgo, by seeing this 8 of Pentacles, is you policing your thoughts by overly applying yourself to what brings you financial gain. The Knight of Wands. Aries season, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This is Sagittarius, Leo energy for me. It is really fast acting, it's dynamic, it is fearless. It's Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, asking you to, the sign of Aries, forgive me, really asking you to have a kind of tenacity and a kind of fire and a kind of courage about you that's kind of a little bit fearless, Virgo. This is what is being asked of you at the moment. You are being asked to step into this lightning, dynamic, flame kind of energy where you are allowing the peace in your mind, because you are bringing the confidence. You're bringing the courage. You're bringing the charisma. You're bringing the tenacity. You are bringing a decision. The Last Judgment. There is something that is gonna need you to make a decision, and you're gonna have to be really fiery and dynamic about making this decision. And I think the need for peace of mind and focus on your particular skill or whatever it is that you do. I'm going to move on to the Psychic Tarot for a little bit more information. So we don't have the Rider-Waite at the moment. And so the readings always take a different turn, a different tone. I think personally whenever there is a different deck. So like I said, the Nefertari Tarot kind of called for Aries season. And then it disqualified itself. And so then we have the Hermetic Tarot, which kind of stepped up. And I think I have to say it's one of those cards where it's one of those decks where it's like really informative and the messages are so specific. All right, let's see what else we've got with the Psychic Tarot. Give me a second. All right, what else have we got for Virgo in their highest and best good for all and everyone involved? Virgo collective, what do they need to know? What do I need to tell them? Dun, 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 dun. That is your destiny. Virgo, I think it's safe to say that right now, with the number 10, you've probably completed a cycle. And I think the movements that you're now making, this frame of life that you're in right now, even if you may feel a little bit lost, and I say that because of this Two of Swords, like deliberation, you need to calm your mind. You're on your destined path, spiritual strength, because there is some sort of, what you're going through right now is a really significant time in your destiny. You're absolutely where you're supposed to be, and you're absolutely doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're probably with who you're supposed to be with. This part of your life is teaching you lessons in spiritual strength that are required for the next part of your journey. 9 and 10. Okay, so this is very specific when we talk about how There is a decision that you need to make, and you do need your peace of mind about it, Virgo. And the best way in order for you to really get to that place is perhaps understanding that there is information that is about to be brought forward to you. If you allow it to be processed by the clear thought, clear mind, and you're allocating your time indulgently in what creates finances for you. This is what I call your work. Prosperity begins. This is your destiny, Virgo. You are being asked to clear your mind. There's no action that needs to be taken externally other than the action of bringing calm and restoring peace to your mind, okay? I say that because it's the Two of Swords and the Princess of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles is a clear instruction. Dedication and focus needs to be placed in the workplace. You're being asked to be really quite tenacious and fiery of spirit right now, and really ignite that flame up your backside and be lightning about it. There is a decision that you know that you might need to be making, but wherever you're at right now is a very poignant part of your story, because whatever's playing out is part of the destiny of creating some sort of spiritual strength enough for you to be able to handle the prosperity that's now about to begin. 10, 9, and 1. 9 and 1 being 10. 10 and 10 being 20. 10 and 10 of the Last Judgment. This is a really important decision. Let's get some more answers for Virgo in their highest and best good for all and everyone involved. Let's get some more answers. Okay, Virgo. Let's talk about this one. Suffering in silence. Okay, suffering in silence. Virgo. I kind of expect that of you. And I think it's really important for you to know that the suffering wasn't necessarily in vain. It may have felt really isolating. And the thing is with Virgos, we have this natural tendency to climb all the way to the top of that mountain, that proverbial mountain, that seek for higher consciousness, that searching for higher consciousness. And it is sometimes a really lonely journey because not everybody understands where you're at, because not everybody is seeking consciousness or understanding from the perspective or the place that you're searching for it from. I think if there is suffering in silence, it's probably a very good idea for you to understand that this is absolutely part of your spiritual strength that is required of you in order for when this prosperity is to begin, if it hasn't already, and the sheer abundance and the sheer level of how generational this is and the ability for this to grow, which is why it's probably a really good idea for you to really focus and concentrate on this work that's required of you, which is part of your destined path, Virgo. You've just got to bring peace of mind to the situation. That's a triumphant success. That's a triumphant success. I don't know, I feel like this is so profound. At the bottom of the deck it says rejoice in celebration. I just think it's really important for me to reiterate this for anyone who's truly willing to absorb this message and take it to heart and understand the depth of this at this particular moment. That's destiny. This moment the way things are playing out, it has to be understood wholeheartedly that these moments are creating the grids to the future and the timeline jumping and the positive projections, if you are to trust the process and trust where you're at and trust that you're doing your best and that you're giving your best. There is a spiritual strength that is being created right now, right? And all of this, what feels like suffering in silence, 9 and 1 and 1, can we just speak about the numbers, is for the roots to have grown deep enough to be able to exude this great oak energy. And I think this suffering in silence has created not only a level of resilience, but a triumph, Virgo, which is really asking you to not only open your heart. There's a lot of green here, which for me, it's Wednesday, day of Hermes, Mercury, color being green. You're being asked to open up your heart. And I think there is some sort of celebration that is required for a job being really well done. And I think some of you are beginning to fall into prosperity and money. And there was a certain version of you that was required before you could get into that place. Wow, look at this. That is the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, please be like really ready. The Queen of the Thrones of Earth. To step into your majesty. Like really be ready to step into your power. Really be ready to do whatever it is that you can. To see things from a place of abundance. To take this inherent worth Ten of Wands and understand that all of those life lessons, all of those burdens, all of those heavy, dense energies were literally just put there to give you the Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Frank. I think that kind of speaks for itself. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Aries energy. And the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like, Virgo, there is this abundance that's about to make its way into your life. And a good place to start might be opening up that heart. You deserve to celebrate. And you deserve to live. And so maybe take the suffering off of the hook a little bit and allow yourself the acceptance that you're allowed to be here just as much as anybody else is. And you're allowed to be happy just as much as anybody else is. And if there are people that have a problem with that, laugh in the face of that. Six years, Ruby Reads Tarot. Head over to the website, book a reading, 50% off, and leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. I think what's to come might blow your mind. Remain high vibration. And the synchronicities are going to speak louder than ever. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, I think that's all I have for now. Take it easy, guys.